Welcome back to Moral Story English. Today, we have a heartwarming tale for you called The Girl and the Magic Seeds. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a small, quiet village nestled by a vast, green forest, there lived a young girl named Lena. Lena was kind and gentle, but her family was very poor. They lived in a humble little cottage with a tiny patch of land for a garden. Despite their struggles, Lena always had a hopeful heart and a bright smile. One sunny afternoon, Lena decided to take a walk through the forest. The sunlight streamed through the tall trees, creating dancing patterns on the ground. Birds were singing their cheerful songs, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of pine and wildflowers. As she wandered deeper into the woods, her eyes caught something unusual, lying on a bed of moss near an old oak tree. It was a small, dusty bag made of rough cloth, tied with a simple string. Curiosity sparked within her. She carefully picked it up. The bag felt light, and something rattled inside. Untying the string, she peeked in and saw a handful of peculiar seeds. They weren't like any seeds she had ever seen before. They shimmered with a faint, rainbow-like glow, each one a different shape and size. Lena's heart fluttered with excitement and wonder. Holding the bag tightly, she whispered to herself, "I wonder what will grow from these seeds." She had a feeling they were special. When Lena returned home, she showed the mysterious seeds to her mother. Her mother, weary from a long day's work, simply smiled and said, "Whatever they are, my dear, plant them with care. Perhaps they will bring us a little bit of luck." Taking her mother's advice, Lena went to her tiny garden behind their cottage. The soil was dry and a bit rocky, but Lena was determined. She spent the rest of the afternoon clearing away weeds and loosening the earth with her small trowel. With great care, she planted each and every one of the magic seeds, giving them enough space to grow. From that day on, Lena's garden became her special project. Every single morning, as the sun began to rise, Lena would be in her garden. She watered the seeds with fresh water from the nearby well, making sure they had just the right amount to drink. She would gently pull out any weeds that tried to crowd them. She would even talk to her little patch of earth, telling the seed stories and singing them soft lullabies. Days turned into weeks, and Lena's patience never wavered, even though nothing seemed to be happening at first. Then, one morning, something magical happened. Tiny green sprouts poked their heads out of the soil. But these weren't ordinary sprouts. They grew at an incredible speed. Within just a few days, the garden was filled with the most extraordinary plants Lena had ever imagined. Some plants had leaves that sparkled like silver, while others had vines that coiled into beautiful spirals. Flowers of every color bloomed, some shaped like stars and others like tiny bells that chimed softly in the breeze. Soon, the plants began to bear fruit. There were bright yellow fruits that tasted like sunshine and honey, and deep purple berries that were as sweet as jam. Some fruits even glowed with a soft, warm light after the sun went down, illuminating the entire garden like a fairy wonderland. The air was filled with a delightful fragrance that drifted through the entire village. The villagers, drawn by the beautiful sight and enchanting aroma, started to visit Lena's garden. They had never seen anything so magnificent. An old farmer looked on in awe and said, "Lena, your garden is absolutely beautiful. It's like something out of a fairy tale." A young mother with her child smiled warmly and added, "Thank you for sharing this wonder with us. It brings so much joy to our village." Lena, with her generous heart, was happy to share. She gave the glowing fruits to those who needed light in their homes, and the sweet berries to the children. She shared the colorful flowers with everyone, brightening up their homes and their spirits. Her small garden became a source of happiness and wonder for the entire community. Lena realized that the seeds weren't just magic on their own. It was her constant care, her unwavering patience, and her loving heart that had unlocked their true potential. Her small efforts had created something truly magical, not just for herself, but for everyone around her. And so, the story of Lena and her garden reminds us of a powerful lesson. Small efforts, combined with patience and care, can truly create magic in the world and bring incredible joy to many. Thank you for watching The Girl and the Magic Seeds. We hope this story inspired you. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to Moral Story English for more inspiring stories in simple English. We'll see you in the next story.